It's great to be here. My name is Bert Chandler. I'm the interventional pain specialist here at TOC. And today we have a special guest of honor, Justin, who's here with me. And Justin is going to tell a little bit about his story. And I'm going to start, Justin, just talk about your military background. That was the thing that caught my attention right when I met Justin. As I recall, you've been a machine gunner in the U.S. Army, serving our country with distinction. And so just tell us a little bit about your background and all your military experience.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'm Justin Fallis, and appreciate the time today coming out here. And my military experience, I joined the military September 4th of '01, 7 days before the planes crashed. I anticipated finishing my college degree. Unfortunately, they traded my laptop in for a machine gun, and I ended up in Afghanistan from 2003 to 2004. Front lines, combat veteran, jumped out of airplanes, helicopters, trucks, you name it. Done a little bit of everything in the military as far as the combat arm side.
Well, when I first met Justin, you were really struggling quite a bit with your back, as I recall. And I'm just curious, I would like to hear your perspective on our initial encounter. And you can just be very blunt and call it as you see it.
Initially, I had come in, and I know I initially had said, I truly believe you're a great doctor. I just want you to, I want you to help me. Mm-hmm. And because I know there was, I guess, a little bit of question. I had some pain, so being that I had pain, I was frustrated with the pain, and I just wanted someone to help me. I didn't care if it was narcotics. It wasn't necessarily narcotics. I didn't want narcotics. I wanted my back fixed. It was, in a lot of cases, it was talking about surgery and surgical, and I didn't care what the option was. I wanted it fixed, and my back, it was a mess. It was affecting my life. It was affecting my work. It was affecting intimacy. It was affecting everything in my life.
Can you, how did the, you know, we were kind of in that sort of crossroads where we were trying to come up with a plan to kind of temporize things and help you get a little better while we were trying to, and early on we looked at a multi-level surgery. Yes, and multiple levels, because your back was terribly damaged in multiple locations. Yes, so it wasn't like an easy fix. It would have been a big surgery. And so during that time frame, we were exploring different options and we were trying different medications. How did that balance of taking the medications, and you were kind of alluding to that a little bit, how did that work for you?
The series of medication that I was on, it worked well with the schedule I was on. You know, we started off with some different types of opioids and those kinds of things, which tends to come with pain management, especially with the shape that my spine was in.
So what we ended up doing, myself and the spine surgeon, Dr. Lee, we had conferred on Justin here and come up with a plan. Since the big surgery was not going to be approved by the insurance, we came up with an alternative, which was a trial of spinal cord stimulation. And that's where we place a tiny little wire up into the spine, behind the spinal canal, and it delivers an electric signal to the spine. And what we chose was a particular device which delivers a super fast signal, which is so fast you don't even feel it, right? That's right. But it actually, it's like medicine. It's working even though you don't know it's working. So kind of like akin to an antibiotic, so to speak. It's actually modifying that pain signal even though you may not be feeling it. So we did that trial, and Jason, I mean, he did super well. In fact, as I recall during the trial, you had cut your medicines by half during that time frame, which is about a 7-day trial, as I recall.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it was really quite impressive to see how good he did. So then we, of course, discontinued the trial, and we recommended him for a permanent implantation of this device. You might think of this as a pacemaker to the spine. So then Dr. Lee did the permanent implant, and that was when?
The permanent implant was back, was it October? I think it was October.
Of 2020.
Yes, sir. I believe it was October 2020, I believe.
And so how has that changed your life since that period of time?
Well, just to go back a little bit on the spinal trial, I will tell you, I was miserable when you took it out because it was, I did so well and I loved it, and it was went on the side of my hip here like a phone, and it was amazing. And right then and there, it was instant. Like, my life lit up. I was able to get off the couch. I was able to get up and walk, and I didn't want to stop that. And then after the implant, when everyone decided that that was going to be the best route to go, the surgery was very simple, very easy. Dr. Lee placed it in. It was he ended up keeping me overnight just as safety to make sure and monitor me and whatnot. I'm way more active now. I'm way more active at work. I'm way more, just my whole entire life. I am completely, since October, I am now about 98, 99% pain-free. Zero opioids, cold turkey after almost 10 years of about opioid treatment off and on through the VA since 2006, and then through on the years, and then coming from New York down here, and then seeing your staff in your clinic, and then we continued on with the medications, and then once we got the this device in my spine, I can't say it enough. My life is so much better because of it.
Well, so Justin, had a very sort of complicated case, and we had to come up with an alternative game plan. And this is just an example of, number one, it was clear to me that, Justin, he is no different than so many of you out there that may be struggling with chronic pain and the day-to-day feeling like you're in a dark place and feel like you just don't know where that hope's going to come from. But there's so many options, to include maybe the spinal cord stimulation or other modalities that we have, as we try and collaborate to come up with the best and most effective treatment plan for you. And in this case, it was just a fantastic success, and as you say, change your life for the better. And that's ultimately what we're here for. We're here to deliver the most effective and safe healthcare to change lives, and that's what makes it very gratifying as a physician. So I'd say if you're in that spot where you're just struggling with pain and you're not getting those needs met, we're here to help, and you can contact our office and then make an appointment, and we can see what we can do for you.